Tuko Riadha, my friend. And there you have it. Ramadan Mubarak continues for the people of the faith that is of Muslim background or affiliation. I wish you well. It continues for you, and I acknowledge that. It's a month of that, and we celebrate that with you. Well, it was the 2 days of championship in Staten, New York. Staten. I'm planning to go to New York. We are really planning to visit New York. Never been there. The last time I landed in New York airport was back in the 90s. I need to visit New York. New York. They hosted the United States Track and Field Indoor Championship. Let me get a few things out of the way before I highlight what is worth the highlighting. People are not telling us something here. Let's speak about the Golden Boy. The man who makes an entry like WWE. The Mike Tyson of track and field. Tyson Invitational. Noah Lyles put up a belt announcing to the world that is Mike Tyson with that belt. He hoisted it. I commented on that. And I was wondering, how is he going to do in this last Saturday, Sunday event? Let's find out. What is he made out of? Did you watch that 60-meter race? I did. And I have to tell you something that I saw. Noah Lyles has checked out, either mentally or is flat out of shape, or is not invested in the championship that was. Third place, becoming normal for him now. We saw that in the World Championship behind the Jamaicans. Here in the United States of America Championship, Jordan Anthony puts a spanking on this guy, and Trayvon Bromell takes second place. Noah Lyles was trying to walk away from the embarrassment. I saw it. He had a look on his face. He was humiliated. Where is the belt? Was it a knockout of Mike Tyson in Tokyo? You remember that fight? Listen, when you do certain things, when you are doing these stunts, these showboating in races, and then it comes to championship weekend in Staten, New York, you have your tail between your legs. And some of us have been saying, either you are in or you're not. There's one thing we have to agree here. Noah Lyles is not in this game right now, once in a while. But when he does it, it's more than just a win. It's about him. Here, his training mate, his nemesis now in the 60-meter race, Jordan Anthony, the real golden boy in this event. Do you see that gold teeth in his young man's mouth? Man, people and their looks. That was a spanking. That was a straight up spanking on Noah Lyles, whom we know to be Noah Lyles. People give him a break. Oh, he's a brand. He's a golden boy. He's done it all. Has he? No, he hasn't. I don't think people really pay attention to Noah Lyles' accomplishment. He's at the top of the world. He wants to sound that way. He comes across with that braggadocious outlook. He has a swag. I get it. He speaks well. I get it. But this is 60 meters. You're supposed to be at least make the team to Poland, represent the country. It doesn't. To me, that's where we are with Noah Lyles. It's all about the belt. It's all about showboating. It's all about him. Here, he's going home. He should be embarrassed. And I'm telling you right now in this to Korea that I'm not, backing off from exposing some of these shenanigans. He's full of shenanigans. And that's who Noah Lyles is. And the look on his face, his new haircut tells me everything I need to know. Either he's having issues, underlying issues that is not showing up in a big event. This was a big event. This was a weekend of championship. This is where you're supposed to show up, Noah Lyles. You go home. You don't go to Poland next month. That to me is a concern. For a man who has been around the block, who should be representing America, he looks like he's representing himself. I'm concerned as an observer, as a fan. You can check my episode. I can say whatever I think I'm allowed when it comes to performance. It's the same thing I talked about in Tokyo. The man was talking big. He got a bronze. He got a gold in the 200, but that's not the event when you think about championship. Anyway, to me, the convention event takes a good switch here. The 1500-meter race was brilliant. 3:37, the winning time. Brilliant race. This is why I love middle distance. People don't talk a lot because you can be humble. You might be told to eat your pie at the end of the show. And the 1500 meters for me was as good as it gets. I have a problem with the coverage though. The winner is not Cole Hawker. The winner is not Nuguse. The winner are some of the angriest middle distance guys I've seen thus far. It was wire to wire. And to see these young men winning in front of these big names tells you everything you need to know. Nathan Green and Lutkenhaus should be the conversation in that event. They fought for it. The winner, Nathan Green, diving at the finish line, wanting it more than anybody else. Cole Hawker tried to control the pace in the early stages of the race. I think later he's talking about fatigue and all that. I get it. It's been a long season. He's done well. But that's not the conversation for me. It's about the winner. Who won it? Mr. Green. And second place was Hauser. Nugush, yes, you can talk about falling short, fourth and fifth for the two big dogs. But I don't know why they get a lot of coverage. This was not their event. Their event was on Saturday, the 3K. It was the big Musketeers, the Amigos, the Nico Young, the Nuguse, and Cole Hawker. You know what happened. It was 1-2 for Nuguse and Cole Hawker. Not in 1500 meters. It was Mr. Green, the Green Book, and the murder she wrote. I love watching that race. Cole Hawker at the end there, you could tell that he didn't have it, but that's not the story. If you look, the top three were really out. They wanted to go to Poland. And Mr. Nathan Green, happy for this guy. I'll give Anderson Wiley, a lot of shout out. I'll give her a lot of flowers in the 800 meters race. I liked watching that. I think it was a brilliant race. I knew the lady in front. What was her name? You can tell, I've ran these races so many times, 800 in my time. When somebody takes the lead from the gun and you can see their arms are moving so hard, you know they won't finish anything close to the top, even three. And what was the name of the lady who faded? She faded so bad. I think she was dead last. You can tell some of these things about events like that is that you don't know when it's going to hit you. And when it does, it's very unforgiving and there's no coming back. And Anderson Raleigh, winning in a 159, showed us that she's made out of steel. And I really applauded that race, the way she calculated her moves. And at the end, just found another gear to win. And it was 800 at the best that produced that great finish of that 159. I was impressed. I was impressed by the calculation. You always watch for how people make that move. And talking of moves, I think it's about time we say that the best 1500 meter runner we have right now in Kenya in the women category is Nikki Hiltz, a masterpiece tactician. They know. They always position themselves to strike. And I was watching, you watch some of these clips and you can tell, even when they were fifth position, they were patient. They are just waiting for the moment and they don't waste any energy. And Nikki Hills right now in America, People can talk other big names in America, but in 1500-meter race, if they are in the event, if Nikki is around, she, they could be fifth, they could be somewhere. You know they are coming. So whatever you're doing in the 1500-meter race right now, somebody named Nikki is coming after you. I love the beauty of sports when you see people acknowledging their competition. That's what men need to do better. This idea of saying, you know what, if it wasn't for you, I wouldn't have ran this fast. Nikki is going around shaking hands. You know, men don't hug. You know, men are just, maybe we are so nasty and we stink. That's why we don't hug each other. We know how stinky we are. Women are very, what do you call it? They are very inclusive. They see around. And I think Faith Kipyegon and the women, I remember people like, what's the name of the lady from Australia? They are very inclusive. They are very, they acknowledge the competition. And I think to watch Nikki doing that at the end of the race, telling the other ladies, hey, if it wasn't for you pushing me to that great finish, because it was a very close finish, by the way. What was it? Let me see. What was the lady who came third? That lady who came third was, no, second, because the lady who came third faded the lady from Butler University. She faded at the end. Here we go. Yeah, Lindsay Butler. She is unattached. I mean, I remember, when it was 2 laps to go, and Lindsay Butler, the tall, lanky, all straight up, took she decided to go for the throat on the for the race, and I think she gave everything, and she paid the ultimate price, the last 10 meters, because she got nipped by Gracie Morris of Puma, as Nikki Hiltz took the outside lane to show their dominance. Wow, that was Nikki at their best. Sorry for saying hi. They go by they or them, so I have to be aware of those pronouns, how they use them. So Nikki wins that one. They go represent America in the 1500. Ah, I didn't know they were Lululemon. Is it, how do you say it? Lululemon? Is that the brand now? I know Puma, New Balance. Now we have, who is this? Lululemon. Okay, it's a brand for outfits, for athletics. Yes, 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 yes. Nikki wins. Let me give you my take on 800 meters with my boy, Cooper Lutkenhaus. They have some learning to do in the 800 meters. I know it's indoor, so the lanes can be very tricky. You have to, there's a stagger. So you run the fast 150 or 100 or 200, then there's a waterfall where you come into the inside lanes. That can be tricky. And if you can either come too quick, or you can be late and then you are, blocked to the outside lanes. He needs to learn how to position himself better. These things get even tougher when you go to big world championship events, mostly in the rounds. You have to find that position. This time, though, he uses his power and his finesse and his fitness to go for it. It was a very slow pace at 53, the fast 400, and he decides, you know what? I'm good. I've been winning. This is 5 in a row for him. He's on a winning streak. He takes it to 146. Brilliant race for him. Happy for the guy. He's found that he can win. He's an indoor champion 2026. We acknowledge that. He just has to be a little bit finesse and be a little bit aware that for him, he's such a strong, powerful runner. And if you watch how he establishes is the gap and how he separates himself, he needs a separation either early or when he decides to. He did this, of course, you remember last time during the championship in Eugene, he came back. You cannot depend on that all the time. I think for me, Cooper is going to get better as we see him grow at 17 years old. He's winning. He's letting the world know that he's here to stay. I'm happy for him. I think one of the things I'm noticing about him is that if it is slow, he tends to be a little bit concerned about it. So he needs to work on that. But I like the fact that he decides sooner to tell people, come get me when it is slow. Because if it is faster, he seems to know how to come back because he's a strong finisher. So he needs to be able to understand that in the championship going to Poland is going to be more tactical, more push and shove, more better athletes out there. So for me, going into the championship, is he a, can we pronounce him a medalist right now? It's going to be very tough, but I'll count him to do better than Tokyo this time. Cooper can do better in Poland. And it is a place he needs to find himself and be more, mentally tougher to calculate. Because about calculation, it's about being Nikki Hiltz, where if I go outside lane 3 and I see the home straight, I'm Cooper, I'm gonna get them. But you have to be there with a very clear mind, not having been bothered in the beginning of the race. Maybe I'm giving him a lot. I hope he's watching my channel because indoor is very brutal if you stumble. Watch that 1500-meter guy stumbling coming to the penultimate lap. You stumble, you are done. There's no recovery. Cooper, in the semis, last time in Eugene, he stumbled, came back. You cannot recover indoor that easy. And you can tell even at the end of the race in the 8 when he was finished, oxygen consumption is limited indoor, my friend. Trust me, it's not the same like outdoor. The intake is quite different. You don't have the freshness. So I'm happy for Cooper. 146, who cares? He's ran 144 already, 145. I think he has that. But for me, he looks better when it is faster than when it's slower. And he needs to figure that out. Is he going to take it out? Or he's going to position himself better so when he strikes good. It was a good championship overall. My take is that Noah Lyles for me is off the rails. He needs to find out what he wants as maybe he didn't care much about indoor. Maybe he's using it as a training session, but it's not good for the brand of track and field. We need Noah Lyles if he wants to be Noah Lyles. Otherwise, we might be seeing him, like he's just playing games with the sport, which is never good. Because people, if he wants to participate, he has to be focused and be intentional about it. I'm happy for Nikki. Nikki winning champions. He's a winner. He's unbeaten thus far indoor championship, back to back to back. Happy for them. And Cooper, he's a new indoor American champion, my friend. Take that. Is he from Oklahoma? Are you from Oklahoma, Cooper? Yeah, respond to that if you can. I enjoyed the weekend events. They were great. I don't think I missed anything to highlight. That was the championship. And now we're looking forward to the real thing in Poland. When is Poland? Poland is coming up on the 22nd, 23rd of this month. So it's going to be a great show. And I'm glad for those who made it. I'm a big fan of those who made it. So we're looking forward to that. And my friend, it's always a joy to be the voice of athletics in this platform to Korea. And by the way, if you wanna make your life very simple, just subscribe to this channel. Trust me, your life will be very simple. You'll never have to worry about finding out what is going on. You come here as a condensed version of track and field and athletics, and you hear about Captain of Ugali in Faith Kipyegon. I thought it was my funniest joke I've ever done. I don't know, it's just me. I laugh at my own jokes. And now, punching down on Noah Lyles, I like that joke too. So here we go. Subscribe, like, and comments are welcome. And thank you for being a loyal member of this subscribe channel. And as I say, it's free. Free indeed. I hope you are free where you are as we look to the Middle East. And when is the Middle East gonna be the middle of life? You know what I'm saying. When is Middle East going to be Middle East of life instead of bombs? What a tragedy. I think I'm concluding by saying that human species, human enterprise are the dumbest if you look at what we think we've accomplished thus far. We are not getting better, my friend. It's very sad to say that in this platform, we are not getting better. The idea that we're thinking we are superior to other human beings, to other races, to other species, we are better than the tree, we are better than the dog, the animals, because you're of this color, you are superior. My friend, it is disaster after disaster. It is sad. The civilization is uncivilized. Wow, my conclusion, my friend. When are we going to realize that we can be our brothers' keepers, our sisters' keepers, our other keepers, and in the process, we build each other? Talk to you later, my friend. Sobering thoughts.